A local business is opening up its first brick and mortar in Midtown.
Yes, so after years of teaching the art of self-defense, they finally dedicated all their teachings to a studio.
Yeah, so Dina is there live this morning where Diamond Defense is helping empower women and other vulnerable populations to protect themselves. Hey, Dina.
That's right. Yes, a girl's best friend is being able to defend themselves. And that's why that's in the motto here at Diamond Defense. We are actually in their brand new studio in Midtown, an intentional decision to be in this location. Kelly Ogden, the managing director here, and we're also seeing your partner behind us, kind of taking us through what you would do in a normal class. So first, new space, congratulations. What are you hoping the public gets out of this?
Well, we here at Diamond Defense believe that women, girls, and vulnerable members of our community all deserve to have a safe space in which to explore all their personal options when it comes to self-defense. Whether that is risk reduction and prevention techniques, whether that is actually the physical skills that you're seeing right now being practiced behind me. It's also classes and use of non-lethal weapons, whether that's personal alarms, pepper sprays and gels, stun guns. There's a full array based on what you would be most comfortable with and would be most likely to use in those types of situations.
And let's talk about the accessibility, wanting this to be for women in a scene and in a setting where they're not intimidated, and it doesn't feel like if I don't already know something, I'm not going to be judged by it. You really want anyone and everyone to feel welcome.
Exactly. And a lot of why we decided to open up our own studio, Lisa has been teaching this work for 20 years. Yeah. All over, being very nomadic, working out of other spaces. But for us, even though we're martial artists, we're used to the types of spaces in which this work is done. It can be very intimidating to women and girls to come into. So we wanted a safe space that was a community resource. Come with all of your questions. Come with whatever your abilities are, whatever your age is, and we will talk about what your options are, because that's the empowering thing, is that you're not alone, you are part of a community, and you have options no matter what the situation is, and we want to help you find yours.
Yes, and I asked the two ladies behind me who are going through a course now, have you ever been in a position where you need to use the skills you've learned? And one said, well, before I learned the skills, I was in a situation, which then inspired her to want to start taking classes. You also have accessories that you sell here, because knowing the awareness is one, you said the physical the other, but also the tools that are available, and you have a gadget that I actually haven't seen before.
Oh yeah, so this is one of my favorite ones. So this is a 2-in-1 pepper gel. Okay. So most people are familiar with pepper sprays. Pepper gels they actually cling to the face. They don't aerosolize as much. So when you're in tight spaces, it can be a better tool to use. Okay. This is great for runners and people in outdoor spaces because it is an armband that is reflective, easy to see. You push this button, it lights up from within, so another good visibility. You push it again, it flashes if you want extra attention. Okay. And then there's a little Velcro on the end where you can put your pepper spray. You just rip it off, easy access when you're in a tight situation or a scary situation. I love this tool as somebody who runs a lot in Midtown. It's great.
Yeah, and so many of you, I know, being in Midtown on foot, a lot of people get around, either they walk through the Midtown streets, they like to run, they like to get to work that way. They also have these little alarms that will ring, but knowing how to use the tools, you teach that. Obviously the skill set as well. You've got a big grand opening event, an open house of sorts coming up on Saturday, so tell me about that.
Yes, we're very excited. It's really just an open house. So we're opening up the studio. We're happy to show off and do demonstrations of the different products, demonstrations of the different techniques, and we really just want to come, take your questions, talk about what your personal experiences might be. The other thing is we have a podcast where women can tell their stories and learn from them. The Diamond Defense podcast will also be set up here on Saturday. So if you have a story you want to tell, a way you escaped a scary situation that might help other women, come, tell your story, we'll record it, and we'll get you on a future episode.
That is so wonderful. Thank you so much for what you are doing. All right, we're going to have much more coming up. I'm going to learn a little something coming up in the 10 o'clock hour. We'll also have all those details of the open house this weekend on our website, gooddaysacramento.com.
Right.
A great gift idea for someone, too.
I agree. Yeah.
That's true.
That's a great
true.
idea. Thanks, Dina.
Volunteers are showing up to help babies with their brain development.
Yeah, next hour, we're going to head over to Mercy San Juan for the NICU Awareness Month Readathon.
And he is a pioneer in the Bay Area rap scene. Coming up next hour, the one and only Be Legit, joining us to talk about
A new self-defense studio is opening in Midtown.
Yeah, and they want to invite you to their grand opening this Saturday.
Okay, so Dina, she has neutralized Bob, but she's learning some other stuff in Sacramento at Diamond Defense Studio.
You were enjoying that way too much.
Don't apologize.
It did feel pretty good. It felt pretty good. Bob
Bob is a little straight-faced right now.
Okay.
He didn't really reveal the emotion of what that felt like, that kick before the break, but I know what I did. We know what we did. Yeah, we are here at Diamond Defense, and this is a brand new space for this business. It is a local business. Lisa Thu is the owner and instructor. You've actually been doing this work for 15, 20 years. You've been going to different studios and also to people's homes to teach them on the go, kind of a mobile setting, but now you've got this space. So what do you offer here?
So here we're offering kind of a whole new revamped curriculum. We're working on 3 different pillars of curriculum, which is prevent, defend, and protect. So our prevent classes are lecture discussion classes, ways to keep ourselves from being targeted for attack in the first place. Our defend classes are all physical techniques. So physically being able to defend ourselves should the unthinkable occur.
Right, when Bob was in my space.
That's right, that's right. And she's a very, very quick learner. And then our protect classes, which focus on non-lethal weapons and how to use them.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, before she gets into some of the instruction with me, who would benefit from a class like this? And it might be any one of you, and truly in settings that you might not realize or recognize. So who is among some of those who you've been able to teach so far?
Lots of moms and daughters, awesomely. I teach a lot of mom-daughter classes, especially back to school. Especially this time of year. I've been teaching a lot of young ladies who are heading off to college. And, you know, like realtors, servers at restaurants, nightclub workers, you know, just anybody who has, and we all kind of have a threat risk in our lives at some point. So,
all right. And also, you start as young as 12 for these courses. I'm going to hand this off to your partner, Kelly, because you are now going to teach me a couple of things. So come a little closer with the microphone. What am I going to learn first here?
All right. So this is part of our close quarters techniques, which is when there's 1 foot or less of distance between you and an attacker. So wrist grabs are an abductive attempt. So all of our defense focuses on defense against abduction. So if I grab your wrist and keep you from going the direction you want to go, that's technically an abduction. And so that's what we focus on as a weapon to target mindset. So I'm going to have you, we talked about the thumbs. Right? So as I grab your wrist, so remember you're going to go up and against my thumbs like that. And it's not about strength or speed. It's just about leverage.
Because thumbs you want to try to get free from.
The thumb is the hinge of the hand. So we open the hand like a door.
So you grab me.
Good. Exactly.
So get to that opening.
So when you're low, you go high. Now go high like this. Okay. And so you're going to go down like that.
Down like this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Breakthrough.
Good job. Excellent.
Something as simple as that will go so far. And it's probably something that many of you, I hope, will never have to experience. But if you do, there are techniques and tactics that you can work through. Okay, so real quickly, you've got this open house coming up. You can learn so much more. Saturday, what are the details?
So open house on Saturday here from 10 to 4. Details on our website at diamonddefense.com.
Okay, perfect. And one more time, I just want to do this. Just in case you missed it, this is what you do. If Bob's in the way, you pivot, you straighten out, and bam. You don't want to mess with me. Should I do it one more time for good measure?
Yeah, why not?
3,
I say
2,
yes.
Bam. That's okay. All right. High five to you both. Thank you so much. We're going to have all the details linked up to our website. Good day, Sacramento.
It's like remember that little game where you hit the football player's head like that and his leg would go straight out and kick? That's where her form is like, boom.
Now I have that pain radiating into my stomach.
Dina is enjoying this way too much.
And the thud that it makes. Golly.
I'm practicing. You've got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I agree.
Practice makes permanent.